Plastic is not wrong, actually. The problem is us. When I asked my friend, who is a doctor in hospital for the cancer, he said the rate of the cancer right now, at least in Jakarta, is higher than in the last few years. And I told him, like, is there any possibility or is there any correlation between, for example, microplastic and nanoplastic with their cancer? He said there is a possibility, but I was thinking maybe it's not the plastic itself, because the plastic, it's kind of a polymer. I was thinking it was made by the additive compound, the additive material, because there were more than 1,000 or maybe million additive material that attached to the plastic. And then we are using plastic every day. For example, we are drinking from the plastic bottle. That's why, for example, there is a like the BPA or phthalates. That's for example of the two additive material that like the endocrine disruptor. It will kind of changing the hormone that might be correlated with the cancer, maybe, but we are still not sure, because we are still looking for the truth. Is it true or not? But yeah, at least we knew there's a harmful of the plastic. We have to taking care of it, right? We are so lucky because our government is make an act and they make the regulation. It was because of the Jana Jambak said that Indonesia is the second biggest polluter of plastic to the ocean. So our government were kind of shy, and then okay, we have to do something, and then that's why our government have a target on 2025. We have to reduce the plastic that goes to the ocean for 70%. It's a really high target. We have to have a courage that we can, achieve that 70%. In at least for me, in the government, and we people in Indonesia, we are, in an honest, most of us are still, throwing their trash directly to the river. But right now we are kind of want to change our mindset. So that's why we are getting the the education, the environmental education. I was really jealous to, for example, in India, because they have the regulation. They must take the environmental class, even though they don't want to be, environmentalist, or if they want to be a doctor or to be, technician or to be the mechanic, they have to learn about the environmental first. So that's the first thing that I think we want to copy, like in Indonesia. First is changing the mindset and behavioral change. 80% of the source of the plastic to the ocean is coming from the river. This is really simple, but we can do in every area. For example, we put the net every, like, for example, 10 kilometer or 5 kilometer, that can reduce the plastic that goes to the ocean. And then we have to taking care about the waste management, because the waste management, for example, maybe not only in Indonesia but also in Southeast Asia, except Singapore, there is a still not really good manage or mismanage of waste. We have to minimize the plastic consumption, not only by the government, but it's starting from us, right? If we are start the plastic consumption, I mean not using any plastic anymore, it means we are kind of not throwing directly the plastic to the ocean itself. I'm really happy that the young generation is really, they have the initiative and also really have a bright idea. Like you said before, there is he's still young. I mean, he's still 20s something. He's tried to, make it the natural based plastic material. It's made from the cassava and also made from the seaweed. For example, the glass. So after we drink, we can just eat it, the glass. Or they also made the food packaging, and also the plastic bag is made from the cassava. But the problem is now the economic value of that product is really high. Not all of the people can buy it, and even though like the all industry are interested to it because it's really expensive, but that is one of the really good plan how to tackle the the plastic issues. If we are still using the normal plastic bag or something like that, we will face like the bad future. But if we kind of really change into the natural base material for changing the plastic, I believe it's like a kind of a bright future for us.